Take a look around you. There are small, ordinary things that seem unimportant. But have you ever wondered if they might be hiding incredible secrets? Like that tiny hole in airplane windows, the little pocket in your jeans, or the hole in a pen cap. They're everywhere. But what we rarely know is, why were they made that way? And even crazier, their backstories could involve saving lives or even ties to world wars. Get ready, because in this video we're uncovering ordinary objects around us that turn out to have mind-blowing secrets. They won't just make you shake your head, they'll make you look at the world in a whole new way. Number 1. The tiny hole in airplane windows. Lifesaver at 30,000 feet. If you've ever sat by an airplane window, you've probably noticed the small hole at the bottom of the glass. Seems unimportant, right? But that little hole could save your life. Airplanes fly above 30,000 feet, where outside air pressure is dangerously low. Inside the cabin, the pressure is kept safe and stable for passengers. Airplane windows have 3 layers of glass. The small hole is in the middle layer, and its function is to balance the pressure between the inner and outer panes. In case of a pressure blowout, the middle pane breaks first, not the one protecting the passenger directly. It also prevents fogging and keeps the view crystal clear. Small and subtle, but without it, the consequences could be deadly. Number 2. That tiny pocket in jeans. The 19th century legacy jeans, the universal outfit. But do you know the real purpose of that tiny front pocket? Most people think it's just for style, but originally it was made to hold a pocket watch. Back in the late 1800s, when Levi Strauss designed the first jeans, cowboys and miners carried delicate pocket watches. That little pocket kept them protected. Today, pocket watches are rare, but the pocket lives on as a daily worn piece of history. Number 3. The hole in a pen cap, a life-saving detail. The hole in a pen cap, what's it really for? Not for looks, not for AI or IT. Was designed to save lives. Many kids and even adults have a habit of chewing on pen caps. Sometimes they accidentally swallow them. That tiny hole allows just enough air to flow through, giving the person time to breathe until help arrives. A rarely known fact, but an untold number of lives have been saved by it. Number 4. The TV remote, a former military weapon. Switching channels from the couch, modern convenience at its finest. But did you know the TV remote started as military tech? Originally developed during World War II to control missiles remotely. The technology was later adapted in the 1950s for home use. The first remote was even called lazy bones. We see it as something trivial today, but once it was a missile controller. Number 5. The shift key, a gateway to a hidden keyboard. We press shift when typing capital letters, but its origin goes much deeper. Shift came from early typewriters. It literally shifted the type mechanism, allowing different characters to be printed using the same key. Without it, our keyboards would need 80+ individual keys. One simple key. That changed how we type forever. Number 6. The microwave, an accidental discovery from radar tech. Microwave ovens were discovered by accident by radar technician Percy Spencer. While working on a radar transmitter, he noticed a chocolate bar in his pocket had melted. He began experimenting with popcorn with eggs, and eventually invented the microwave oven. The first microwave, as big as a refrigerator, and cost as much as a car. Number 7. Buttons on men's and women's shirts. Why the sides are switched. Ever notice that buttons on men's and women's shirts are on opposite sides? Back in the 19th century, upper-class women didn't dress themselves, they had maids to help them. Buttons on women's clothes were placed on the left, making it easier for right-handed maids to dress them. Men who dressed themselves had buttons on the right. Even today, this odd tradition continues. Number 8. Barcodes. More than just prices. Barcodes seem simple, just for scanning prices, right? But modern barcodes and QR codes can track your location, purchase time, and even consumer behavior. In some countries, barcodes on food include factory origin, harvest date, and shipping history. Those black and white lines, they're like a digital fingerprint of the product. Number 9. The double keyholes in hotel safes. Invisible security system. Ever seen 2 keyholes on hotel room safes or vaults? One is used by staff, the other by management. Asterisk asterisk, it's a dual control system to prevent internal theft. Asterisk asterisk, in some banks, both keys must be turned at the same time by two different people, because sometimes the secret is in who holds the keys. Number 10, mirrors in clothing stores, they trick your brain. Asterisk asterisk, ever felt slimmer or more radiant when trying on clothes in stores? It's not your imagination. Some stores use slightly curved mirrors, soft lighting, and carefully chosen wall colors to make you feel more attractive. Why? To make you more likely to buy. Psychological marketing, using something as ordinary as a mirror. Number 11, soap. The revolution against disease soap is everywhere today. But once it was considered a luxury. In fact, doctors used to refuse washing their hands, thinking it was beneath their status. It wasn't until the 1800s, thanks to research by Ignaz Semmelweis, that soap became standard in hospitals. The result? Maternal death rates dropped dramatically. A small item in your bathroom that has saved generations. Sometimes we focus too much on big, spectacular things, but the small, everyday objects around us can hold the most extraordinary stories tied to history, science, and even human survival. So from now on, don't underestimate the little things, because beneath their simplicity, there might be a crazy secret you never saw coming. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment which fact shocked you the most, and subscribe so you don't miss out on even more mind-blowing facts. Thanks for watching until the end. See you in the next video.